back on pitch number 7, and it's a beautiful pitch here, and we'll do the boundaries. They're all been the same here, 65 metres all the way around. It's been another warm day here in Islamabad, round about 39, so I think probably the rain we had yesterday has just cooled it down a little bit. Now, talked about pitch 7 here, and come on, Boogie, you can see me here. You maybe caught somebody up there. It looks an absolute belter. Looks like you just want to just bat on it as much as you want and just get as big a score as you can. I don't know why I'm talking about this. Let's talk to somebody who knows a little bit more about this wicket. James Vince, thanks for joining us. 72 in the last game on this surface. This is a belter.
Yeah, obviously historically hit very high scoring ground. Haven't actually played too much here, but the local guy said sometimes there's a bit more grass which can add a bit more pace and bounce to it, but as you say, very flat pitch, maybe a tiny bit slower and lower than some here, but you know, even boundaries, quite small boundaries, and not a lot of swing or seam movement, so once you get in you can make hay. In
those 11-4s, classical shots, is that the way you look to play? Because you look like you stand taller and get on the top of the bounce.
Yeah, I think naturally I find that a bit easier than just standing there and whacking it over the ropes. And yeah, I guess you've got to sum up conditions on a pitch like this. You're able to kind of put your hands through the ball, quick outfield and small boundaries. If you beat those inner ring fielders, you get good value for runs. And then I missed out on the fun bit at the end. You know, last 5 overs trying to clear the ropes, but the guys that came in after did a fantastic job. So yeah, try and kind of limit risk, but make sure you're trying to capitalise on, you know, every ball.
You're in a decent position, you're second in the table, obviously they're trying to catch you to get in that top 2. What have you talked about? David Warner seems like he's a very active captain.
Yeah, although meetings, yeah, we don't have many meetings, which is good, but yeah, I think it's obvious what we've got to do. There's certain calculations, but you know, we want to come out here and try and win the game, see how the game unfolds, whether we bat or bowl first, and yeah, those calculations to guarantee top 2, I'm sure as the evening goes on will come into our minds a bit more.
Just quickly, it's a great pitch to bat on. What do you tell the bowlers? What length are you telling your bowlers to bowl on this surface?
Well, I think the other day there was a little bit, when you change your pace, perhaps a little bit of lower bounce and trying to hit the top of the stumps and skid a few through. Use your change-ups. You can't be predictable on a wicket that favours the batters. You know, they've got to keep the batter guessing, maybe use some Yorkers and stuff through the middle, changes the pace, and be unpredictable.
Thanks, pal. Good luck. So,
thank you.
James Vince says, flat pitch. Let's see which team does what first.